Where is he?
All right.
No!
Hello there, ladies and
Wait,
gentlemen. We're going to be getting started here in just a bit. Let's throw the announcements out. Let folks know that we are going.
Ah! Ah! There. Uh. Oh, alright.
Alright, let's make sure everything's working. Got redeems going. Alright. I'm going to pause clips here for a moment.
Oh.
Let's see here. I'm on screen. Okay, there we go. And throw shoutouts for the folks that were streaming today, or are streaming today. So Pulse is back, doing some Persona 4. Let's throw him a shout out.
So now I got 3 games to do. I'm gonna do fucking Lunar starting tomorrow, then I'll do Wild Guns after that, and then I'll do fucking Nabuchu, fucking dipstick, fucking retard, fucking dumb stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna throw a shout out for Cheeseburger Cats. Was on a bit ago. I don't know if he's still going or not. And Yoshi OST was on. Is still on, rather. Doing some Zelda. And who else is on? Let's see, Lifted Census was on earlier, doing some that was the survival horror game, Resident Evil 2. He was doing some Resident Evil 2. Who else was on today? Oh yeah, Rotorstorm was on. I didn't catch his stream, but he was on today. And Cosmic was on. Doing some Rogue Galaxy, flying some starships. And Wolfie was on.
It's fine, whatever. Let's
Playing some Tomb Raider.
Language, accessibility, then. Options. Videos, settings.
And technically Manny was on early this morning.
Oh, Bobby.
So I'll throw him a shout out.
Smooth.
As was Nick Rowe. And so.
Yeah. Well, that girl wanted to.
Oh yeah, and Hookums is going today. I had Pulse up here somewhere. Maybe not. Pulse right out? No. Oh no, I guess he did. Huh. Okay. Anyway, we'll throw Hookums a shout out to you. It's also streaming today. Alright, let's get going. Go over to the R review scene. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. It is 6:30 on Monday, which means well, it's a little after 6:30 now, but we're going to be doing the usual R review. So now, where did we finish off last time? I don't remember if we covered this one or not. I think that came in a little bit after. That came out on 5th. Yeah. So I think this is our first one today. Hey, Stag, welcome in. Oh, and I should, for the VOD and for people first watching, the show's all about retro achievements. So I'm going to link retro achievements in chat here. Retroachievements.org. And we'll link that for the duration. And what retro achievements are achievements and challenges put together by gamers for gamers. Kind of you have these people that came along and volunteer their time to put together sets of achievements and challenges. So just like you have Xbox achievements and PlayStation trophies, you now have some achievements to earn while you're playing old retro games. So your Sonics and your Marios and your everything in between. So Final Fantasies and Dragon Quests and all that jazz. And it's pretty cool. Every week they come out with new sets for some of these old consoles, and it really breathes new life into playing a lot of these older games. Kind of gives us a reason to play them, to compete against each other, to see, you know, who can get what achievements and so on. So it's pretty cool. And what we do here is we spend one segment of the show going over the new sets, one segment of the show talking about community highlights and just seeing what people went up to, throwing them shout outs, and then lastly, we dive into one of the new sets. And since it's been the GameCube event the last 4 months, that's what I've been spending my time on in that segment. So let's get started. So the first game this week is Hero Quest on the Amstrad CPC. It's listed as a board game, which is interesting. So there's a lot of deathless achievements. So basically complete each board with all characters alive. Get all the gold. Killing every non-wandering monster. And then escape with all characters alive. Let's see. Escape after recovering your gear and defeating Grok with all characters alive. So it's kind of like, I guess, getting all the objectives for every map and then doing it deathless. So that's interesting. Collecting a secret treasure and treasure chest. Alright, so let's take a look at this one. This was from a company called Gremlin Graphics in 1991. Hero Quest, Amstrad, CPC. Yeah. Let's see if we can find it. So usually I think Amstrad and I think like British Home Computers, and I mean I guess they were there in the early 90s too, but you kind of expect most of these games to be like mid 80s. And you can kind of tell immediately that the sound here is from a Euro game. It's got that kind of, I don't know if I'd call it techno, like proto-techno. Everything's kind of monocolor. I don't think the Amstrad was super capable as far as color schemes go. So you got like a warrior character, an Amazon, and actually I'm not sure if this is an Amazon or an elf maybe? The other guy was the like a dwarf. You found nothing. Morcar has his go. Hey Wolfie, welcome in. We are looking at the first game of the night, which got a new set called Hero Quest on the Amstrad CPC. So one of those British home computers, alongside the Spectrum and I know there are some other ones, but anyway, it's board game. Looks kind of interesting. It's got some, I don't mind the music. Music's kind of good. Your first PC was an Amstrad? Interesting. Didn't have 3D games like this though. Ah. I mean, I don't know if I'd call this exactly 3D. I mean, obviously it's like isometric. Okay, this was the elf. Kill the enemy. I guess you hit this thing down here to roll and this thing to move in different directions. And then this one is like your I guess this is search the area, and then this is like attack. Or maybe the map or something. And you can attack off the map. Anyway, interesting game. Interesting game. I think I'll give that a try sometime. I know my list of wanna play is a zillion lines long at this point, but that looks pretty interesting. Next up we got QB Panic. This one's a PC-88 game, so I did actually boot this one up. And I can actually pop this one up directly. It's kind of interesting. It's a puzzle game. Kind of plays out like Lolo, Adventures of Lolo and some of those, where you're like grabbing keys and then getting to the exit. And yeah, it's from 85. It's a little hard on the eyes, but let me boot that one up. Kind of recognize the Hero Quest artwork. Maybe they did a remake. Ah, interesting. Maybe. Right, boot this one up. And let's swap over to the recharge scene. It's going to come up. We'll just ignore the here. We will ignore the Just one sec here. Actually, box art is okay. Can't seem to find where I put my system logo. There we are. Okay. We'll ignore that for now. Okay. So this one's probably the easiest on the keyboard. You pretty much just use space. And this one's all about getting these keys. And you don't want to get smushed. Do. But yeah, the pattern on the background is not the easiest on the eyes. I think we want to go this way. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm losing health here. There we go. Mostly it's just figuring out the pattern of the blocks here. But yeah, pretty simple. Pretty simple game. Playing the games on stream now? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Just having some fun with it. We're gonna have to get the next one. Okay. So it comes out here. There we go. But yeah, pretty fun little game. Not super great graphics, a little hard on the eyes, like I said, but pretty fun. Pretty fun little game. Let's go back over to the art review screen. And the achievements on here do require you to beat a bunch of the levels without dying, and beat a bunch of the levels in a row without, in a single session without exiting to the menu. There is a bit of a level select, as you can see at the intro there, where you can basically skip through, and I think I'm not sure how many levels there are total. Probably 48. So yeah, I guess each section there, it's about 50, and it's probably 10 for each section there. So you can skip 10 levels at a time, something like that. Happy to report that the first Burnout game is complete arse. Well, I mean, that was what Manny said. Manny was not too positive about the first Burnout. He's more a fan of the second one. Yeah, there are some hearts you can collect for extra points, and if you can collect a bunch of them in one session without dying, there's Chivos for that. And then there's a score Chivo to get to a certain score without dying. And then to finish any of the things damageless, finish one of them before the 25th, and one of the ones after the 25th, any one of them without taking any damage, will get you this Chivo. So, pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward achievements. Not a bad little puzzle game. Wolfie likes the Burnout. Well, Manny likes Burnout in general. He likes the series, but he thinks the first one's kind of bad. Or just kind of boring, maybe. Not necessarily bad. But every series has, you know, has to start somewhere. So it's not super surprising, I guess. Next up we got Shrek Extra Large. So Shrek was a series of movies. I think pretty much everybody currently will know this. I don't know if anybody's watching this. Yeah. Probably 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line, maybe doesn't know about Shrek, isn't familiar with the series. It's probably not going to be remembered all that well down the line. But it was it wasn't Pixar, was it? I don't think it was Pixar. But it was like a 3D animated series of movies with Mike Myers as the lead character. DreamWorks. That's what it was. DreamWorks, yeah. Welcome in, Foxy. Good to see you. And Bo. Good to see you guys. Hope your day is going well. Voice chat is open if you guys care to join, if you want to. Let's see. So complete the missions in each area. Capture all the evil fairies. So some collection Chivos, hidden Easter eggs. Purchase all cheats. Get trapped inside an extra large GameCube. Burp 300 times in one session. Okay. So pretty simple set here. Nothing too complicated. If I remember right, this is kind of a 3D platformer. Yeah, 3D platformer. So you know what? I actually grabbed this one, so we could boot this one up. Could boot this one up. I heard Chrono got the badge on this one. Let's see here. Did to refresh. Should be under Shrek, right? There it is. All right. Let's swap over to our dolphin screen. Oops. How do I... Okay. There we go. Boom, boom. So we'll just do like the first level or something. Not spend too much time.
Once upon a time, there was an ogre.
So basic outline of Shrek, if you're not familiar with it, is it's
Use the C stick to change your view. Press the Z button to get a closer look. Okay, meet me at the ogre training pits.
yeah, it's basically like a adventure story, kind of parodying the classic the Disney fairy tales. And we're just gonna get the burp achievement, because why not? Is best played on mute? When you're going for the burp achievement anyway, eh? Got a punch and a kick. A jump. No double jump. The camera... Oh, wait. What? Oh, it's a big circle. Okay. I'm gonna uninvert it. Can I uninvert it? I can't uninvert it. Alright, so right's gonna be left and left's gonna be right.
No, you don't. Go back to the jumping grounds. Hey, Shrek, come up here. You can jump by pressing the A. Jump towards a wall. When you hit it, jump again to do a wall jump. Now come. Well done. I'll meet you in the combat arena.
Wow. This is a kind of lazy tutorial, just in terms of the, it's like, oh, hey, here's one room where you jump. Jump against the wall. Do a wall jump. That's
Let's
it?
get started. Jump down into the pit. Press the Y button to punch. Go on, give him a good hit. Great. Now try kicking. Well done. You can grab your enemies by pressing the X button. Try it. Good work. Okay, meet me in the fire pit.
Is the burping over? Not yet. We're at 164 of 300. We're halfway there.
To fill your gas, expel some gas by pressing the R button slightly. You can stun your enemies by expelling gas upon them. Try it out.
Oh.
Eat a chili pepper and press the R button all the way to burp flames. Good! Now try lighting your gas cloud on fire. Excellent! You can also create an explosion by pulling and holding the L button and expelling gas with the R button.
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
Great! You're ready for anything now. Go back to the house and jump into the mirror.
Oh, man. This is such, like, junior high level humor.
Hold the L button to run.
Stun
Press
farts?
the L
Yeah.
button to perform a long jump while running. Come on, jump into the mirror.
There we go. What do you do in my swamp? Alright, well, we still gotta get the, we'll get the burping achievement, because why not? Oh, you can do it here, too. Check swamp. The Enchanted Forest. This game has an age rating of 14 minus. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Shrek found Little Red in the woods.
Unhand me, you brute! Take this, smelly ogre! Ow! How rude! Stop him!
There we go.
Stop him! Ouch!
Alright, well, there you go. It's a 3D platformer. If you like junior high level humor and collectathons, and if you like Shrek, maybe give this one a shot. Controls are pretty okay. I don't like that you can't like the camera is pretty slow to move left and right. And it's inverted, and you don't have the option to swap it back. So actually, no. I take that back. It's not inverted.
Smelly ogre!
I guess I'm just used to it being inverted or something. Or, wait. I guess the up and down are a little inverted, but anyway. There you go. There's Shrek. We'll save. Sure. On to the next one. Let's go back to the art review page here. Bum. Get back up. There we go. All right. So that was Shrek. Next up, we got 007 Nightfire. I didn't get this one, so I won't be playing this one. But this one is a first-person shooter, so kind of like the GoldenEye games and some of the other ones. I don't know if it's entirely a first-person shooter. A lot of the 007 games after GoldenEye kind of had a bunch of different types of segments. I guess for the most part, the ones I'm thinking of are more like third-person over-the-shoulder shooters. for the most part of the game, but then they'll have like vehicle sections and sometimes like stealth sections. So sometimes they change it up a little bit. I don't know if this was one of those or not. Bo says half first-person shooter, half cars, and half martinis. Stay shaken, not stirred. I'm sure. Okay, so got to complete it with 100% accuracy. 7 bond moves and 4007 bonuses. OO agent difficulty. So you got to play it on the highest level difficulty. Get the highest level score on it. The platinum. Okay, so that's for each level. So platinum medal's probably a mix of accuracy, time, and damage taken. Is usually how these things go. So that could be pretty tricky. I'm not seeing any damageless stuff, so that's good. Damageless first-person shooters are kind of rough. And it looks like you have to do the sort of the side games, multiplayer match types. You have to set up a few specific ones that kind of mirror maybe some of the movies. And style points. It's been a while since you played a Bond game. The only one I've ever played was GoldenEye, and I was kind of a PC gamer snob at the time, so I thought GoldenEye was kind of trashy because I was like, I'd rather play Counter-Strike. Yeah, mouse and keyboard for the win. But that was really more about playing a game on PC versus playing a game on a console for first-person shooters, and not really about the game in particular. So, c'est la vie. But GoldenEye was still a lot of fun, going over to a friend's house and just playing multiplayer and playing the really short character that, could run up on you and kill somebody else without taking any damage hardly because he's too small to hit. Odd Job, I think it was. Multiplayer Chivo seems to be fixed. Yeah, Odd Job. Anyway, so you go. If you like 007, you like James Bond stuff, you might enjoy that one. If you like first-person shooters on consoles, you might enjoy that one. Next up we got Zatch Bell. Yet another Gash Bell game. So this makes the third one. There was Mamoto Fury, which was like a, I guess an open 3D area fighter, where you could swap between your spell user and your little demon dude, and had kind of a unique system to it. And there was another one that was a 3D fighter that was more like Soul Calibur or the Naruto fighting games and the Bleach fighting games. And now there's this one, which is more like Smash Brothers, it looks like. It's a platform fighter, which is the same thing we talk about with the Super Smash. GoldenEye was the jam. He's in Nightfire multiplayer too. I think he's a little smaller again, and he has a one-time use killer hat. Nice. Wolfie has the physical copy of this one. Friends and I used to play Proximity Mines only in the archives in GoldenEye. Alright, so gotta complete the game with each character. Gotta complete it on the hardest difficulty. Unlock characters. Complete challenge mode. 100,000 or more points. So score Chivo. Complete challenge mode without collecting any cards. Collect 6 cards in a single round. Complete challenge mode with each character. Okay. So pretty basic set. Just basically complete the game, both modes. Though there is one that is completing without collecting any cards. Quantum of Solace was decent. I didn't play that one. Oh, we should probably look up I kind of skipped over it, but you could look up 007 Nightfire in gameplay. And this was the PS2 set, or PS2 that got a set, PS2 version, rather.
You must protect the French intelligence agent.
This is the demo booth level. Let's skip ahead a bit, check out some of the other levels.
Enjoy the party.
Do I know you?
Music hasn't even started and he's already got his lighter out. I'm sure nobody notices the guy taking pictures with his lighter.
Hi. Hello.
Alrighty, so that is 007 Nightfire. Like to punch the bases in this level too. Can't gotta find all the rupees, right? Those are in 007 games, right? Rupees. Alright, now we'll pull up some Zatch Bell, and this is another one that I have available. So this is it's under Z? No. This is under, is it G for like go or whatever? No? Mamoto Fight. Is that not what it's under? Oh, here we go. It's under Konjiki no Gash. Okay, because it's the Japanese version. Alright. So we'll swap back over. Here we go. Do we want to save on slot A? Yes. Don't put your face up to the screen. Is basically what that message said. Play alone. Alright, we can play with, I'm not familiar with that character. This is kind of the cool character. Got the Kung Fu Fighter. Got the main character. We'll go with this one. The super emo character with the super sad backstory for the girl. Oh, wow, okay, that hurt. I don't know how to do anything here. I'm gonna lose pretty quickly. Okay. Did I get KO'd? I got KO'd already. Oh, there we go. We got another. We're back, but we got hit by something. What? I don't know what the heck's going on. Oh, okay. I can do like a dragon punch kind of attack. Wow, this game just like starts you off hyper mode. Ah! Wow. Yeah. There we go. Welcome insane. I think I died again. This kid's too crazy. Oh, I'm back. I'm back somehow. I got last. Okay, so you don't really like get like knocked out, but you just the more damage you take, the less like you get score or whatever by beating people up. Okay, so that was Tonchiki no Gash Gogo Momono Fight. Obviously not my kind of game, but interesting. Interesting. Let's go back to our review here. That's a little bit too energetic, and I couldn't keep track of where my character was, and wasn't learning the buttons fast enough. It really, like I said, it kind of starts you off without much of a. It doesn't give you much of a learning curve there. But if you're good at Super Smash, maybe give this one a go. Final stretch of the RA Fest for GameCube? Yes. So the GameCube event is still going on until this Friday. It ends on this Friday. So if you're getting close to 30 points, gotta hurry. I'm at 28 out of 30, so I just need to finish off Lost Kingdoms. And I'm gonna be working on that after this tonight. So hopefully we'll get there. But we're going to keep going through and get the R review done first. Next up, we got Final Fantasy X-2. So this was the one, if you guys remember this one much, it's the cosplay of Final Fantasy. You have jobs, kind of like you had in Final Fantasy V or Final Fantasy III. You have a job system, but your characters are basically like dressing up as that class every time you swap them around. And they do this little... They're kind of like it's kind of like a homage to idols, I guess. So they're kind of like idols in a band kind of thing, or not really a band, but like an idol trio or something. And Yuna's a singer, of course, so it kind of goes along with that kind of theme. It's kind of interesting. I liked it more than 10-2. I played a little bit of it. My friend had a copy of it. It was an okay game. It's not my favorite Final Fantasy by any means, but it's quite a lot better than 10. And I'd say I probably enjoyed it more than I enjoyed 12 or I guess I didn't play 13, but I think it was the first sequel in the Final Fantasy, like a true sequel in the Final Fantasy series. to any of the Final Fantasy numbers. Well, unless you count some of the, because I think 7 had already had some side games on PSP, so you could count those. But was this one good? Open to debate. I think it got some pretty mixed reviews. Hey, Wise, welcome in. Could not get into X2, but it had some cool ideas. Yeah, I think it did the job system interestingly enough, and I liked it. I like the leveling better than the sphere system in 10. But anyway, so let's see. Complete the different story events. Team the top. There's some time attack stuff. Collect the different job dress sphere things. Complete the different missions. Oh, that's right. This is mission based. Get the different kids, the different grids. So dig. Get treasures. Dun, 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 dun. Pair all monkey lovers. So there's a lot of side quest stuff. Lots of side quest stuff. Stag says, I still need to play 10 too. I mean, if you like 10, if you like the storyline and the characters of 10, you might enjoy checking out 10 too. I did not. I wanted Titus to die in a fire. So I was not super excited about 10, and I was underwhelmed. Underwhelmed by the idea of 10 too. But actually playing it, it wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty fun, and I enjoyed it. Like I said, I enjoyed what I played of it more than I enjoyed 10. I don't think I ever finished either of them, but whew, a lot of Chivos on this one. Quite a lot of mini games and side quests. Hey, Maddie, welcome in. Okay, I clicked all the movie spheres. Updia 18 Fat Nisink. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing that's like there's a mini game with that language or something. Translate 25 outbid somethings maybe. Anyway, we can take a look at this one. Let's see, 10-2. Let's see. Started burning out. You regret this decision? Play the crap out of 10, even Blitzball. I mean, Blitzball wasn't too bad. As far as like a major minigame, I don't know. I didn't like it as much as the card games from 8 and 9. I enjoyed those more, but Blitzball wasn't terrible. I guess I wouldn't say I guess I wouldn't say it was good either. It was just kind of average. Like 10-2 way better than 13, Foxy says.
You're too slow, little girl. Show's over!
I think this was the prologue. But yeah, if I remember right, the overall overarching story is that they're trying to get to find out if Titus is still alive and try to get him back. I never got to the point of finding out. I hope he's not. I hope he's dead. I hope he stays dead, but probably not.
Where's the imposter?
But yeah, there's quite a few different classes, and they're all... I feel like the classes were done pretty well in this game. It's like you've got, you know, Black Mage, White Mage, and like a Gunner class, and a Knight class, and Thief, of course. So, I don't know. If you like RPGs, if you like job-based job systems in your RPGs, if you like Final Fantasy X, you know, give this one a whirl. Alright, next up we got Phalanx, the Enforce Fighter. Ah, yes. I do remember this one because of the box art. It's got a very unique box art that really doesn't suggest to you hardly at all that it's a shoot 'em up, except maybe this little spaceship in the upper right. But I don't know. Guy with a banjo does not scream at me, shoot 'em up. Get the banjo ready. Oh, there's a funny difficulty. That's fun. But yeah, okay, so beat it on the different difficulties. Is there any damage to this? They're deathless. I'm gonna... Usually with shoot 'em ups, there's a deathless or 1cc. Beat any stage using only the standard shot weapon type. There you go. Charge without losing a ship on normal or higher difficulty. Oh, okay, so beat mission 8. Deathless. 1cc the game on hard or higher. Beat any stage using only slow ship speed. Score Chivos. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Phalanx, the Enforce Fighter. A144. This was on Super Nintendo. From, is that Kemco? Kemco was the developer here. Saiyan says he needs to pick this one up. To Wink Bowfield. RAF mail system. I guess it's the Royal Air Force. Never understood the box art. Yeah. I mean, you know, I guess on some level you do want to, if you're designing box art, you want something unique that'll stand out. And you know, they got that part done. They got that part for sure. But you know, you kind of want to get something that'll get people going like, what is this? I want to try this. And I don't know if it does that. Wise says he has this one but didn't play it much. Have to check out the set. we can skip ahead and check out some of the other levels here. So, looks like a pretty standard shoot 'em up. You get different weapon types, lasers and spreads and missiles and big explosives, all kinds of different fun stuff. And it's a horizontal shooter. Sometimes you get games that have both horizontal and vertical stages. And of course, you have games that are more like R-Type, where you have some like puzzle elements to it. Oh, looks like you can blow up stuff instead of collecting it. This is like a bonus level or something. Oh, you know what? I think those are enemy ships. They look like power-ups, but they're enemy ships. That's kind of mean. That's kind of mean. Anyway, so there you go. If you're into shoot 'em ups, maybe give this one a shot. Phalanx the Enforced Spider. Alright, I've got a hack for Super Mario 64 Sonic Battle. We're gonna kind of skip over hacks, as usual. Touch Detective. Touch Detective. This one's an Atlas published game, so I'm gonna have to check it out. It's a point-and-click adventure. Okay, so a lot of fetch questing in this one. Fill out 25 entries in the touch list. Fill out all 50 entries in the touch list. So, touch everything. Because you're the touch detective. Let's see what this one looks like. Doesn't sound great as a game title. No? I mean, it's kind of emphasizing that you have the touchscreen on the Nintendo DS. It's got a kind of cool art style. It's very like comic book style, kind of noir. Everybody's got kind of soulless eyes. It's like they're telling you, I've been touched. I've been touched in the bad place. And I still have the trauma. He's got a pet fungus, I guess? Hmm. Hey, Maddie. Yeah, so this is Touch Detective on the Nintendo DS. We're just watching a video of it. It's got a pretty basic set. It's a point-and-click adventure. So it's probably just a lot of, examining different things, picking up different things, using items to interact. It's an adventure game, you know. Probably pretty short too. Like here, this long play is about 5.5 hours, so relatively short badge. Relatively. Oh, and we got a Numel that appeared for Pokemon. This is just like the tutorial section. Oh, and you get some visual novel style different choices to respond to things, talk to people. So if you like the Phoenix Wright series, if you like point and click adventures, maybe give this one a shot. It does look pretty unique. I do dig the art style and the aesthetic there. Very unique. I might give this one a shot someday. Next up we've got Hopping Mappy. So we've seen a couple different Mappy games before. Those are mostly maze chase type games where you're like avoiding cats and trying to like close them indoors and things. Yeah, I think Cosmic's got a couple of those badges. This one is maybe a little different. Let's see. It's an arcade game. Clear up to round 31. Score at least 12,000 points. Clear rounds 1 and 2 without going left and without missing. Clear rounds 5 and 6 without going left. Clear rounds 1 through 8 without missing. Collect 45 red balloons in any bonus round. Defeat 5 consecutive enemies with the heart power-up. Wait too long and make Gosenzo-sama appear. Make your ancestor appear. Alright, let's take a look. Hopping Mappy. From 1983. Well, that might just be the copyright there. 1986. Well, this is different. This is not like the other Mappy games. It's a Pogo game. Pogo into all the statue. Avoid the other cats. Or avoid the cats, rather. Is that a D&D cup with coffee? It's Maverick. it's just a big foam cup with some had some soda in there. Now it's mostly just ice and soda water, which, you know, it's whatever. There's so many better games. I wish I had sets. Duncan is the same straw color. Yeah, I mean, it's just a red straw. They probably buy them in bulk. Anyways, yeah, so there you go, Hopping Mappy. If you like arcade games, pretty simple idea here. You're basically just pogoing on things. Clear the map, avoid the enemies. Next up we've got Scarface. Would you like to meet my little friend? So this is based on the movie with, I think it was Al Pacino, about a Cuban gangster that comes in and takes over the dope trade in Miami, and then gets gets high on his own supply and pisses off all his underlings, and then eventually the police come in and he has a big shootout and he dies. But this game, I think, basically goes from if that last scene didn't happen, or if you were able to finish off all the cops and then get your revenge on whoever ratted you out. I think, or is it? Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. This one says get the movie ending. Get your mansion back. Yeah, so I think this does. Follow. I guess get the movie ending is probably die while in the first level. Because I think the first level basically is supposed to be where the movie ends. But then you can survive it, and then the game takes off from there. I think it's kind of a third-person, over-the-shoulder shooter. So if you like the Al Pacino movie, and you like gangster movies in general, maybe give this one a go. Lots of achievements for purchasing stuff, unlocking stuff. A lot of these are progress, marked as progress. So you're probably like building and expanding your drug empire as you go. Action adventure sandbox. So this might have some GTA style elements to it too. Scarface has a balls meter. Is that your health? Instead of a danger meter, like in Siphon Filter, it's balls. Reach 800,000 balls and get a surprise from Stacy. Oh, maybe that's your score. You are the ballsiest of Miami. Getting a surprise from girls. I wonder, is this mature? Is this marked as mature? No. So it might be kind of tame, despite the implication there. Okay, you got some poker, some blackjack mini games. Have a total of 10 kilograms of drugs on you. Who wants a kilo? Oh boy. Invest in different companies. Yeah, so this probably plays out kind of like GTA in some respects. At least in the, like you can run around and buy different areas, invest in different areas. A lot of Chivos. Relieve yourself on a dumpster. Land on Gilligan's Island. Heal yourself at Blood Bank. Alright, let's check this out. Scarface, world is yours, PS2 gameplay. Hey, Frosty, welcome in. We are looking at the new sets. We're currently on Scarface on PS2. It's Scarface, so it's for all the kids. Yeah, I mean, this was like an M-rated game, so it's mature in that sense. But I don't know, I just saw some achievements there that were implicative of something also considered mature. But it doesn't have the tag, so.
Yes? Speak to me.
The job is done. Montana is gone. Everything is destroyed. Nothing left. The Policia have taken over the mansion, but there's nothing left. Nothing for him to come back to. His empire is destroyed.
It's like GTA, no thank you. So it kind of starts you out like Symphony of the Night does. Takes all your stuff away. and it got, looks like it gets, is he just really quiet? No, it got muted. So YouTube muted it. I guess, so maybe be wary of that if you're streaming it. Apparently it's still under, got licensing on some of this sound, cutscenes and things. Oh, there you go. Scarface. The problem with these GTA type games is like they're all the same. Oh yeah, this has a super 80s soundtrack. Ah. I mean that might be kind of fun. So yeah, if you like the GTA style games, maybe give this one a whirl. If you like Scarface, check it out. The set looked pretty much along the lines of the just, you know, unlocking everything in the game. 100%ing everything. I didn't see anything that was like you know, deathless or damageless kind of stuff. GTA Vice City was okay. The soundtrack was good. Well, I mean, yeah, like Maddie was saying, like the whole thing with GTA with the soundtrack is they get like classic songs. All right, next up we got Puzzle Mushihime Tama. So this is a spin-off of the Mushihime Sama game from Cave, which is a shoot 'em up. And this is a looks like a Bust a Move, I think it is, or yeah, I think it's Bust a Move style Marble Popper. Yeah, Marble Popper. Manny was actually telling me about this one because I think Manny knows I like the Cave games, and it's got puzzle in the name, so you know. Once you see the game, get 1 million points, get 2 million points. Combo chain of 15 marbles or more. Just fit counter to 50. You also like Mafia 3 with the Vietnam music? Vice City's probably your favorite. That's cool. Let's see. So it's got Puzzle, Mushi, Hime, Tama. Is it arcade? Arcade. This is kind of a one-off game. Very short set. I guess we're skipping level 1 to level 2 here, but that's okay. Oh, that's a little different. Okay, so it's not like Bust a Move. Well, that's different. So your basic control scheme here is just, you know, figuring out how long to hold the button down to put it in one area or the other. That's different. So I'd say this is almost more like some of those golf games than most bubble poppers. I mean, you're still trying to line up like things that match. This is on arcade. Yeah, it's got lots of jiggling. I like cave games. They don't like me. Yeah. Just to make it clear, this is the main game that it's a spin-off of. It's a shoot 'em up that's kind of like bug themed. So in Japan, there's a lot of like kids go out and gather like beetles and stuff. So there's kind of a I don't know. There's a lot of like bug themed games that you wouldn't necessarily expect. But yeah, if you played stuff like Death Smiles and Esperade, Daidonpachi, you know, this is very much in that style. Frosty says, I don't think most games like me. Yeah, you gotta, I don't know, gotta find what you enjoy, whether you're good at them or not. Find what you enjoy, and you know, maybe find what you're good at. Most everybody's at least good at something, you know. And the games I enjoy the most that I'm pretty decent at are like dungeon crawlers, probably. I like adventure games. Adventure games are, you know, story-heavy adventure games are pretty fun. There's not usually much really involved with that, except maybe like some puzzle solving kind of stuff. But I like the cave shoot 'em ups. I like the style, but I'm not very good at them. I will probably never once see any of them or see the. There's usually like alternate paths in these games. If you once see it, where you can, there's like a, you know, super hidden boss, the true boss, or whatever. But I'll probably never see those in any of them. Anyway, next up we've got a subset coming out for Binding Blade, Fire Emblem Binding Blade. So this one's on Game Boy Advance. I think this is one that Foxy was playing. Is it? Or was that... No, Blazing Blade. Blazing Blade is the one Foxy was playing, I think. I think. Maybe? No, I thought I saw Foxy playing one of them. Binding Blade? No? Foxy, are you still around? Which one were you playing? Sacred Stones? There we go, Sacred Stones. Okay, so there's apparently a lot of Fire Emblem games on Game Boy Advance. But anyway, this one is a subset for Binding Blade, Trial Map Characters. So, it is all about beating the game multiple times and unlocking various characters. So, boy oh boy, I hope that's not a long game. It is a Game Boy Advance game, so it can't be that long. Let's see, how long to beat Fire Emblem Binding Blade GBA. Oof. Now, if you do have like a New Game Plus, which it sounds like you might have, then that'll make, you know, reruns through the game shorter. But yeah, 26-hour game, and then you got to beat it 9 times. I don't know. Fire Emblem games are definitely ones that would be fun if you were able to play them. Hey, Safa, welcome in, sir. Hope your day's going well. Alright, next up we got 7th Cross Evolution. So, Sark actually started up on this one. I'll throw Sark a shout out here since we're talking about it. But he was actually playing this one yesterday. It came out with a set, and he immediately dropped his request wheel and just ran at this one. And it's a game that kind of has, if you played EVO on the Super Nintendo, where you kind of gain experience and then you can start like evolving your little creature into something different. This one has some similar mechanics. It's not quite the same. You have like this like a DNA board that you color in, and based on what shape you make, there's an algorithm in the game that tries to interpret what you are making, and it'll either, you know, create you an arm, a head, a leg, etc. And you have to go around and gain a bunch of different materials from fighting enemies and gathering in order to make new parts. And once you make new parts, you can like slot it in. So you can have like a lizard head with you know, saber-tooth arms and you know, a centaur body or something, or centaur legs. And you can mix and match a bunch. Sark had a pretty crazy looking one with like it was like a fox head and a shark, like literally like basically a whole shark, just kind of with the tail sticking out the back as the body. And then he had laser beam arms. He had a chain and sickle for a while, not chain and sickle, but a ball and chain for a while, and then he got upgraded to like laser beam arms. And then he had like a lizard body that looked like an alligator. And then by the time I was watching last night, when I kind of crashed, he had like a centaur body. It was pretty crazy. Jank as hell, and you want to play it. It's a really unique game on Dreamcast. Let's take a look. The set for it is a little bit nasty because it wants you to unlock every different style of arm, leg, head, and feet. And the way that you unlock things is, like I said, by putting stuff into that screen, by like drawing pictures. And based on what you've drawn, like from what I was reading about it, there's like a neural network that gets built in the background. Like basically the AI is kind of building its own model of understanding your drawings. So almost nobody's game is going to be exactly the same, and there's not a guide out there that will tell you how to build every single one. So it's a lot of trial and error to get all the different pieces. So it's going to be a grind. A cat head and blade arms. Ah. Oh, that's very loud. So who developed this? This was Hunex and published by UFO Interactive. So, having watched Sark play a bunch of it, the graphics are nothing to write home about. It's definitely not a game where they're really making good use of the Dreamcast's abilities, because it's no Shenmue, that's for sure. I almost feel like this game could be on, except for maybe your character model, the game could be on PlayStation 1, if it's just like the backgrounds and stuff. But yeah, here you can see this guy's going down like the Fishman path. You keep forgetting to play Shenmue, thank you. Yeah, here's the thing where you are picking out your different parts. And it does at least keep track of what shapes you've drawn that have unlocked different things. And you can kind of if you draw similar shapes, you will probably get other pieces of the same kind. So like if he reuses his head here, he might get another head. Kinda, sorta. It's hard to hard to know and be consistent, and you know, hard to unlock every single piece. I think in a normal game, you wouldn't be unlocking every single piece. You'd just be kind of taking whatever you could get. Looks really rough for Doomcast. Yeah. But I think it's kind of the uniqueness of the mechanics that would sell it as something interesting to try.
Head.
Anyway, so that is 7th Cross Evolution. Very much plays into, you know, evolutionary mythology. Not exactly the best rendition of it, but it plays with the idea, which is probably the best way to use evolution these days. But anyway, one you would probably play several times until mastered. Yeah, or you would just farm up a bunch of different materials and just keep making heads and arms and legs and stuff until you got everything. Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily, I don't think you'd play through the whole game multiple times necessarily if you're trying to master it. But you would probably just spend a lot of extra time gathering parts and stuff, gather materials. I just meant that, like, if you were playing it normally, not going for the Chivos, then you probably would just try for really high stat arms and legs and stuff, and you wouldn't worry too much about unlocking everything. Because the game doesn't really reward you for, you know, collecting everything. There's no in-game rewards. So the developers definitely didn't expect you to do that. But they probably wanted to have, like, different experiences from different players, and then they could talk to each other and be like, oh, I had a, you know, a cat lizard man, and oh, I had a, you know, alligator, wow, I'm just gonna keep saying those things, different combinations of parts, right? Alligator fish monster thing, I don't know. Next we got the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which has a very orc looking badge there. It's interesting. But this is an action-adventure sandbox, so it's probably more along the lines of, like, the Spider-Man games that we've seen. And it's another Marvel game. I don't know. I wasn't really paying that much attention to what studios were developing some of those other ones. This one's from Radical Entertainment. Let's see. So you complete all the different levels on hardest difficulty. Oh wow, they have some damageless on the level basis. Oh wait, no. Defeat Devil Hulk without taking damage. Okay, so they have some damageless bosses. And then without losing half your health. So you can take some damage, but not a ton on the final boss. Let's see, bunch of collectibles. Looks like there's some mini games. They want you to get gold medals in all the mini games. Okay, pretty. Aside from the damageless stuff, pretty straightforward set. Ultimate Destruction's rad. Played the PS2 version, not for RA though. Well, let's check it out. Ultimate Destruction, GameCube. Yeah, so the Hulk's big kind of shtick is that he gets stronger the angrier he gets. Turns into a big green, well, Hulk. So This game kind of, it's all about destroying everything. And he can use his strength to jump really, really high. Kind of like the original Superman in a lot of ways. Sand says that could work to run around and smash stuff, but it gets old. Yeah. I mean, as long as they're changing up what you smash, pretty fun. But that's not the entirety of the game. Like, you've got, you know, objectives to get to and things to do. Oh, instead of portals, you have jump markers. So you're just jumping. Your way of fast travel is just jump really, really high.
We're gonna use the Hulk to help us build the machine through hypnotic implants and auto-suggestion. It's gonna take about 5,000 watts to run the equipment.
Wyatt says this is the best Hulk game by far.
The relevant parts. I've identified 3 key substations that need to be taken out, but be careful. They're surrounded by high-voltage Tesla fields.
So kind of a lot of the same draw on this one as some of the kaiju games where you're just going around town and breaking stuff. Really good upgrades and attack system. Do you turn into the Hulk with that bench press behind you? Yeah, I mean, if Wise does a bunch of presses, he'll Hulk up pretty quick, right? Unfortunately, getting angry doesn't necessarily help. I guess bench press is a healthy way to get rid of some anger, maybe induced by you know, RA grinding. Anger and pain. I don't know. Wise Man highly recommends this one if you like the Hulk. Probably if you like just these kind of games in general. Hey Necro, welcome in, sir. Hope you're having a great day. GG's on your event badge. I think you got the beat on tennis last night, right? That was what you needed? All that you needed? I guess we'll see. We'll do community highlights here in a second. Alright, so that's Hulk. Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which I think is the last one today. Unless anything snuck up on us. Something did. Okay, I got one more. Millipede on the arcade. I think we saw Millipede on Atari earlier. Or is this oh, this is new. I could have sworn we've seen Millipede before. It plays just like Centipede, but yeah, I think we saw the 2600 version. Yes, I think this is the one that came out before. So now we got one for the arcade. Basically plays the same way as Centipede and the other Millipede games. It's a shoot 'em up of a kind. You have this little area that you can move around in that you're shooting up, usually only a few shots at a time. And instead of fighting, you know, alien spaceships, you're a centipede shooting at like spiders and other insects and things. And I think you can collect some like hearts and things, hearts and extra lives. And you usually don't have like a health meter, but you get points. So Millipede arcade gameplay. Awesome, good to hear, Necro. Got your event badge. Pretty cool. Is this the Atari one? This might be the Atari. Mail? Yeah, that might be the Atari one rather than the arcade. Maybe. Do we have any sound? Oh, there. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, guys. A lot of these arcade games don't have sound until you put a quarter in. Alrighty. Oh, I guess take it back. You're not the centipede. I was thinking you were the centipede in this one, but you're mainly killing centipedes. Is what you're doing, or millipedes, as it happens. But yeah, I think if he shoots that blue one, it's the end of the level. Yeah, there you go. So kind of got some Space Invaders-esque mechanics going on. And I think if the blue guys get to the very bottom, you lose. Anyway, so if you like Centipede or Millipede, maybe this one shot. If you like arcade games in general. Let's see, Chivos. Let's see. Use any dip switch setup except for starting with 3 or less lives. None of the other achievements will activate otherwise. Okay, so you have to start with more than 3 lives? That seems like the opposite of the usual. Okay, pass 1 wave. Gotta pass at least 12 waves. Complete a cycle by reaching a brand new single millipede. So I think the game probably loops. Okay.
What do you mean, biblical? What he means is Old Testament, Mr. Mayor. Real wrath of God type stuff. Exactly.
Enjoying the redeems there.
Coming down from the skies, rivers and seas
Biblical.
boiling.
40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes.
Yeah, so some Scorchivos.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Enough, I get the point.
0 points or inch score at least. Kill a bunch of spiders before running out of lives. Kill a bunch of bees on 1 continue. Counter doesn't reset after game over, and bees and swarms don't count. Huh, okay. Oh, kill 100, just kill 100 bees. Doesn't care if you're coming up after game over. Complete any wave without losing a life. Max out at 6 extra lives. So you do have to go deathless for a while, probably to get that. Score at least 1,000 points during a raining swarm. Alrighty, so there you go. Pretty straightforward set as far as it goes. If you're any good at those games, that's probably a fairly easy set. I think that's it. All right, let's go to community highlights. Go over here, do weekly, and go back in time. Bump, and let's start at the bottom this time. All right, so we got AJ. I'm forgetting who Gore Jelly is. I'll just ignore that one for now. But AJ has been hanging out. He's popped in here. He hangs out over with in Pulse's chat. He's a pretty chill dude. Pretty pretty new to RA. He's been playing games at he's got kind of a wheel going where he'll play any one game for 20 to 30 minutes and then switch off to the next one. Kind of an interesting way to do it, but he's been landed on Ninja Gaiden a lot. So he's been working on Ninja Gaiden, ActRaiser, Blades of Steel, Super Smash TV, and Fisher Price. I think I gave him Shining in the Darkness, but he couldn't. It wasn't something he could concentrate enough to do. So I forget what I swapped for him. I don't think it was any of these. But anyway, he's been taking requests and playing different games, trying to figure out what he likes, what he's good at, so on. So cool dude. He's got Color Dinosaur, so he started in. Next we've got Cheeseburger Cats. Cheeseburger Cat's pretty cool dude. Hangs out with us over on Wisey's channel quite often. He's been playing some Street Fighter, some Gyruss on NES, some Super Smash Bros. Melee, some Magical Drop 3. Very cool. Alright, next up we got Rio. Rio's pretty cool. Hangs out with us sometimes over at Scanline Heroes Free Play Fridays, and hangs out in Necro's chat. He's one of the mods over there. Pretty cool dude. Very awesome at Mega Man. Looks like he's getting really close on the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 badge. He's only got Triple Spider-Man. Triple Spider-Man achievement. That's interesting. On hardest difficulty. That's actually pretty tricky, because usually you want to bring in other characters to do like your ranged attacks, and Spidey has all melee, I think. He doesn't really have any beam attacks. Next up we got, he's working on Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters Melee, some Mario Power Tennis, some Ikaruga. So he might be working on the event badge still. Let's see. For GameCube, he's got 11 beats and 2 badges. Let's just check that real quick. So he's got, this was a double, this was a triple, so that's 4 and 6, that's 10 right there. 11, and that's 3, so there's 14, 15, 16, that's double, so that's 17, 18, that's triple, so that's 21. I think this one's double, so that's 23, 24, 25, 26. That's from the triple, so that's 29, I count. Maybe this was triple. But it looks like he's really close if he doesn't have it already. So GG, sir. Let's see. Next up we got Pulse. Pulse was out a lot of last week because he had a tooth infection that went pretty gnarly on him, and his family was had a stomach bug making the rounds before that. So bit of misfortune, but he is back and he is going hard on Persona number 4 on PS2. I think he's still working on the essentially New Game Plus hard difficulty mode. And then I think these ones he had beaten already. So that's just from previous stuff. So basically just Persona 4. Pulse is on the low end. Yeah, he had a rough week. Next we got Arius. Arius has been playing more Pokemon Coliseum. And I think he got Puyo Puyo the week before last. So I think that was already done. But he's getting real close on Pokemon Coliseum. And I don't know if he's going for the badge. I don't, with only 2 games. What's the other one he got? Oh, he got Charlie's Angels. So if he gets this one, that'll put him at 4 points, I think. Because I don't think Coliseum's a double pointer or triple pointer. Next we got Mame. No, Mame's been going through a bunch of hacks, homebrews. Yep. Gorf the Ghost, Wordle, Super Tilt Brother, The Witness, The Dead in My Living Room. So a bunch of NES and Game Boy homebrews. We'll throw him a shout out here. And we got a Trubbish appearing for those doing Pokemon. Are my shoutouts working? That's a good question. Let's see here. I haven't even been paying that much attention. Doesn't seem to be working. I know they're working on the other screen. One sec, guys. Let me see if I can get this. Is that popping up? Ah, there we go. Okay.
I don't know what cows are. To be honest with you, what is home? I don't. Look at these fuckers telling Brass about our female service advisors.
Throw some more shoutouts here.
Man who knows how cars work. Oh shit.
All right.
It's up, isn't it? It's up. It's up, stupid. It's up.
There we go.
God damn it. How am I not dead?
Next up on the list here, we got Bat Faster Jordy. Throw him a shout out as well. He's been playing some My Summer Vacation 2 on PS2. And some Bully on PS2. And some Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. I think those were there. I think Final Mix was there 2 weeks ago. Or the last week. Nice. 7-4 HNB, huh? Alright, next up we got Destruction Face, who goes by Matty Boom Bat Ear. Thank you, sir. I'm trying for it. Just got to get Lost Kingdoms finished out tonight. Might not be tonight. Might be tomorrow night. But we'll try and get all the fairies tonight, at least. So Matty has been working on Chrono Trigger. He got Chrono Trigger badged. Huge GG's on that, sir. And he's currently working on Lament of Innocence. I'm guessing he might have seen that on somebody else's stream. I know Wise was playing that earlier. Got the badge for that one. But best of luck to you on that one. So that extra boss looked pretty tough. I'd love to get a Chrono Trigger badged. Yes, it's a classic. It is a classic. All right, next up we got Cosmic and Mr. JR. Let's see, Cosmic's been playing. He's playing some Bucky O'Hare on the arcade on Free Play Friday. He was getting a lot of achievements then, so I'm guessing he just he cleared them out probably. I guess he's maybe not looking to get the achievos on that one. And I was also playing some Mega Man and some Felix the Cat. He's almost got Felix the Cat badged, so GG's on that. Just got to get stage 6-1 Deathless there. The only part that sucked was the minigames. Ah, right, in at the fair, right? The Millennial Fair. But here's Cosmic.
I'm stuck to the wall. What the heck?
Oh, looks like he was playing some Lamented Innocence there, or something. Or maybe the other one. Not Lament, but Curse of Darkness. It's got that health bar style. Next up we got Mr. JR. Hangs out with us over at Pulses pretty often. And I've seen him over at Sark's. He's been playing some Bomberman 2, some Atomic Punk. He got Atomic Punk badged. GG's on that one. This one's a Bomberman game. And also working on Tetris, looks like.
I think we gotta send that to old Trazzy boy.
I don't know, it was so good when I was a kid. Tried playing it for a bit and got lost. Grabbed a few power-ups, used my card to go back to the shop. For Lament. Yeah. Ooh. Next we got Stag and Zombie. Stag was here. I think Stag was here earlier. Yeah. I don't know if he's still here, but he's been working on some Magical Mirror. Getting some of those Desperation games out there. I think Stag's also going for gold here. He's got, let's see, 5 beats. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this might be a double. 6. So that, I think that's 7 points there from beats. Hey, Stag. Good to see you. And then 4 points here, so that'd be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you're going for silver. At this point. Getting close, man. Okay. And next up we got Zombie. Desperation games were the first ones you went after. I mean, I got a few of them pretty early on. I got the Magic Mirror one pretty early on. And I did the, after I came back from my leg infection, I did the poo ones. Because I didn't want to dive back into PSO immediately. So, you know, better to not be desperate for 2 bitty points. But, you know, there's Zombie playing some Crash Bandicoot. He was recently playing some Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. Getting really close to Oracle of Ages. And also working on some Star Fox 64. Yeah, those are real grinds. We've talked about those before. Trying to avoid Rumbly Tumbly. But it's so much fun. It's like a 4-hour badge. It's not too bad. Actually, I don't know if it's even 4 hours. I think I got it in like maybe maybe it's 4 hours. 3.5, something like that. Alright, and then next we got Frosty, who is Mega Seraphamon here in chat. Shut up. Frosty has been playing some Final Fantasy and some Lunar Legend and some Patapon 2. I should mention for the Achievement of the Week and the Thanksgiving event that's going on, Patapon, there's a Patapon 2 achievement that is
I was so close.
one of the ones for that. So if you're going for that, they did say this one's really hard to emulate. So there's an alternate that you can do this week only. Actually, no, I think they made the alternate the main one, and they made the Patapon 2 the alternate is what they did. So if you get the Patapon 2 one this week, it'll count. But going forward, you should probably try getting the alternate. That's what they said. Played the shortest games I could until you ran out of time to get the longer one. Yeah. I see. Yeah, that's that can be kind of tough too. If you do it that way. Okay, next up we got Suffa, who's also here in chat. Big shout out. Suffa's been continuing to work on Phantasy Star. Can probably get the badge, or not the badge, but the beat before the event's over. The badge, it's a real grind, depending on what type of character you went with. Yeah, I went with Ranger, and that was pretty tough. But if you're a hunter or, well, if you're not Android, it's probably a lot easier. Tried to beat Ogleflow, didn't work out today. Yeah, my first Ogleflow went pretty poorly too. I was also already into hard mode, so I was kind of at your same point. I think I ended up waiting until I was already like halfway through very hard before doing Ogleflow normal. Because episode 2 is, like, health-wise, the enemies are maybe about like they are in hard mode by comparison. But just there's so many really obnoxious traps and things. Playing the games is another story. You have no problem emulating, just playing them. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Stuff has also been working on some Dragon Quest 1 and 2 on Game Boy Color. That's a pretty good version of the game. I thought I enjoyed that one. And Maple Story DS and some Super Metroid. And a Zelda 2 hack. You got it badged. GG, sir. Not an easy game. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 or PSO? I mean, I guess neither of those are easy. Dragon Quest 2 is pretty challenging near the end. And if you're not using a guide to know where things are, it's really challenging to find stuff with just the notes in the game. Oh, Patapon. Yeah, Patapon is yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a rhythm game, so it's got its own difficulty. I can't do rhythm games very well. I have no sense of I don't know, what do you call that? Like, I had no sense of rhythm, I guess. But I mean, I got DDR complete, and I got a bunch of high grades in karaoke mini games and Yakuza. That's about the best I could manage. Anyway. Oh, Stuff is you're the dev of that hack. Well, you knew what to do then. There's no crime there. I know some people are a little kind of picky about devs playing their own sets. To me, I feel like that's just basic QA. It's like, you know, you should dev the games that you want to play. You know, dev the sets that you want to go for.
I don't want to get hit by a clown.
It's more than just a rhythm game. Ah. Okay. Next we got Foxy. Foxy's been working, as we were talking about, he's been working on the Fire Emblem game. Binding Blade, I guess it was. Or no, Sacred Stones. Sacred Stones is the one Foxy's been working on. He did his usual Saturday morning cartoons, and Sunday he did the credits and continues. So that kind of clears out his listing tier for things. But he did show us a DuckTales speedrun. That was pretty impressive. He beat the whole game and within about, like, I don't know, was that like 5 minutes, 6 minutes? It's real quick speedrun. Looks like he's also been playing some Heart Gold or Soul Silver Pokemon on the DS. And yeah, the main game that he's been doing on stream of late has been Super Ghouls and Ghosts. He's getting real close to the badge on that one. Yep. And then we've been working on the grind set together here and there for Phantasy Star Online. So we're all working towards that one. And we got Rev and Manny. See, Rev's a cool dude. Throw a shout out here. He's been playing some Animal Crossing, some Super Smash Bros. Melee, and Final Fantasy XI.
I'd rather get these heals in.
So just kind of chilling with the Animal Crossing.
Stronger over time.
Very chill
I
game.
think that's what that basically is. Okay, Tarkus is almost dead.
And Rev plays a lot of Monster Hunter and Souls games. So shoot 'em ups and all kinds of other stuff too. But got Shellos that appeared for those doing Pokemon. Next we got Manny. Manny started playing Bookworm. I was playing this the other night, and he was on stream with me and helping me find some words. So I'll throw him a shout out here. But Manny also he got his gold badge with Piglet's Big Game. He badged that one, and that got him the event badge. So he's donezo with the GameCube event. And he's also been playing some Hajime no Ippo on Game Boy Advance and some Bejeweled. Continuing on with that on DS.
Wait, what did it say there?
So GG, sir. Next we got Troffle. Troffle Waffles. Troffle is I think he's pretty far up there as far as getting points for GameCube, because he was one of the first to complete the event badge. I think he did that within the first month, and then he continued on playing more GameCube games. And I think he's like at 60 or 70 points or something like that now. Nice. He's been working on the Mega Man X collection, and started up Final Fantasy X too. I got the beat on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. And he's been working on one of the subsets for Persona 4 on PS2. And he's also been giving Pulse a lot of advice and pointers as Pulse plays through that one. So, yeah. Congratulations on all of your GameCube badges, sir. Alright, next up we got RVK. Try and shout out here. RVK hangs out with us over at Scanlines, and he's pretty good at fighting games, racing games, beat 'em ups, and shoot 'em ups. And he's been playing some Ultimate Spider-Man and some Rattergy. So tipping his toes a little bit into the GameCube stuff today, or well, the last while here. Next up we got Blog. And I don't have his Twitch name handy, but Blog's a speedrunner that started doing RA, and he's been kicking butt on the Mega Man games of late. He's been playing some Mega Man 5, he's been playing some Vice Project Doom, some Ninja Gaiden, the bonus subset. He's almost got the bonus subset complete. That's quite impressive. And he's almost got Mega Man 2 badged. So, GG's on that, sir. Let's see, next up we got VCG. He's back on the list. He took a bit of a break and was mostly doing PlayStation and Steam games for a while there, or at least PlayStation games. I know he got the Pixel Remaster. He's playing those. But he also got he recently got the Dragon Quest V PS2 subset for items and getting monsters on your team. So GG's on that. That's a major set. And now he's working on the subset for the DS version for gathering goods, gathering drops. So I will be working on that soon. So hopefully he can give me some pointers as well. But, GG, sir. Huge GG's on the Dragon Quest V subset. So we got Mike. Mike does a bunch of shoot 'em ups. Or not shoot 'em ups, first person shooters. Oops. That's not how you do that. He's been playing some WWF Warzone on N64, some Bomberman 94 on PCE, some Asteroids on Game Boy Color, and some Medieval 2. He got Medieval 2 badged. GG on that, sir. Kicking butt. Next we got Pookums. Pookums is currently streaming, playing some it was like Son of Sodom or something like that. Looks like he's onto some other stuff now. He's playing some Techno Cop, some Panzer Bandit, Iron Commando, Renegade. Ooh, that's classic. And Guardian Heroes. He was playing a while back. So I guess he must have been playing these all tonight. No, maybe he was playing some stuff not on RetroArch. Maybe that's what it was. Oh, because this was November 12th. No, that's today. Huh. Anyway, Pookums, as always, is going and getting beats on things left and right. Not really caring too much about the patches. But, moving forward. And then we got Wise. He's currently working on Curse of Darkness. And also some Soul Calibur 2. He's almost got the badge on that one. Probably just some survival stuff. Arcade mode on extreme difficulty without using any continues. That's a rough one. And then extreme time attack under 5 minutes. Those are both pretty rough. Oh. He's also been working on some Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. So, Wise, how are you doing on the GameCube event? You're going for silver at this point? Oh, that's PS2. I'm looking at PS2 for you. GameCube. He's got quite a few here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. 11, 12. 13, 14. Was this a double? I think this was a double, wasn't it? That's 15, 16, 17. This one was a double. Maybe, is that a double or a triple? At least a double. So if it gets you to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and that'd be 24, 25. Am I counting that right? I think Spawn was a double too. So that'd take him pretty close up. Anyway, he's getting there. He's on the north side of 20. GG, sir. He's probably back to playing Curse of Darkness tonight, though. Gotta get them PS2 raviolis, I guess. Next up we got Rockstar Lexi, who's our resident Sega girl. She's been playing Puyo Puyo on Mega Drive, or Genesis. And she got the Gunstar games, Gunstar Heroes and Superheroes badge, so GG's on that.
And 2 teaspoons of Kanye what?
Next up we got Lifted Senses.
You got 2 scoops of Kanye in your...
He was playing some, Resident Evil 2 this morning, after doing the, Achievement of the Week. He's been playing some Adventures of Batman and Robin on Mega Drive. That one's a rough one. Great music, fun game, but pretty hard. And you got the badge for Streets of Rage and the badge for Alicia Dragoon. That one is a rough badge. That one's a really rough badge. And he was working on the DualShock version of Resident Evil 2. Got the beat about 3/4 of the way done with the badge. So GG's on all of that, sir. Great. Kicking butt. We got Cassette Cobra. Throw him a shouty here. Cobra's been working on Mario Party 4, Metroid Prime 2. Almost got Metroid Prime 2 badged. Just gotta get the speed run. And getting pretty close on Mario Party 4 as well. So GG's on that. Hey, Mr. Retro. Welcome in, sir. Very good shout here. Throwing lots of shouties. We are currently doing the Aria review show, where we go over the new sets that came out from the last week on Retro Achievements and community highlights. We're currently in the community highlights section, just kind of going through my list of follows on here on RA. Are you on Retro Achievements, sir? Do you want me to follow you on here and talk about you during community highlights? Because that's kind of what we do here. Awesome. What's your is your name just Mr. Retro over here? Same name, no numbers? Gotcha. Mr. Retro. Oh, I already have you followed. Okay, we must have talked on a different channel. But welcome in, sir. Good to see you. You hate speedrun Chivos? So hard to do when it takes a month for you to beat the game? Actually, I should bring it up anyway. Mr. Retro here has been working on Pokemon Yellow. And getting, not quite 3/4 of the way through, but getting there. That's the Game Boy version. And Ghouls and Ghosts. Almost badged that one. That one's pretty rough. And he's got Super Nintendo Mortal Kombat badged. And the Shaq Fu GB badge. Wise was telling everybody to go badge that one. Because it's apparently all you have to do is just hit the crouch kick. Crouch kick will get you all the way through. And you got Friday the 13th badge. GG's on all of those, sir. Shaq Fu was so easy. Yeah, that's what I hear. And yeah, speedruns, I'm not a huge fan of speedrun achievements. It makes sense in the Metroid games because they've always had speedrun elements to them. But it can be rough. Can be rough. Next up we got Chrono. Friday the 13th one wasn't too bad. Pretty basic. That's cool. I saw a lot of people were doing that one every Halloween. That's one that comes up pretty often. Whoops, I hit Predator because I'm looking at Predator, but it's Chrono Gear that we're talking about here. Oh, jeez. I've been going for too long, and it's been a long day at work, so that's my excuse.
This is not good.
Anyway, Chrono's been working on some Layton games. He got 2 of the DS ones badged recently. GG's on that, sir. And he got 20Q, which is a puzzle game on the PSP badged. So GG's on those, sir. He's currently working on Predator on the NES. Which is why I typed Predator, because I'm silly. Be right back? Alright, man. If the game has no saves, then speedrun do make sense. Yeah, I mean, there's I don't know what I'd say about it. There's like there's a type of gamer that's very much into looking at playing the game and getting from beginning to end as like a performance. And so like they start the game and it's like you know, like if you're a maestro or something playing the piano, but it's like, you know, they know all the spots and all the ways to go as fast as they can through the game and get from point A to point B, you know, and they view it as like one performance, right? And that's a different kind of way of looking at the games than I think a lot of us are probably more along the lines of like it's a you know, it's a quest to beat the game, you know, or it's a quest to get all the achievements or something along those lines. So we look at more as like a completion kind of thing. But yeah, speedrunning's a whole nother ball game. And I mean, respect to people who speedrun, because they can do some pretty impressive stuff. But it's not really my thing, and I just don't have I'm not geared that way. Speaking of which, so yeah, aside from the stuff I was playing today for our review, I've been working on Lost Kingdoms. That's my last one. If I can batch that one, then I got my I got the event badge for GameCube. Other than that, I was playing some late night Bookworm the other night with Manny, and I had just because we've been hanging out with Manny and Bo so much, we were talking about getting a bunch of these Atari games that are just like quick and easy batches. And I don't know. I was like Insomniac and wanting something to do that was like not super didn't rely on reflexes as much. So I got some a Hangman badge or two and started playing some Bookworm. But yeah, getting close to the event badge completion. And a wild Smeargle appears. Huh. Is that like Gollum? The RPG you just did is a lot of fun. Not to mention one of my favorite RPGs. Oh yeah. Oh wait, Mr. Retro. Which one was the RPG? Sorry, brain farting. Pokemon Yellow? Pokemon Yellow is pretty fun. Oh, Lufia. Oh, yeah, okay. That's that didn't come up on your page immediately. Ah, this one. The Super Nintendo one. Yeah, that's a classic. That's a good one. That's a good one. Gotta get back to Lufia 2 sometime. Yeah. Both Lufia 1 and 2 are pretty good games, for sure. Alright, let's give Necro a shout out here. Boom. Necro has been working on Resident Evil 4, and I should mention Necro's typically does Democracy on his streams. He's kind of one of our late night crew in the retro community, and he does Democracy where he lets his viewers decide what he's going to play. He usually plays for like a life or 30 minutes or an hour, something like that, depending on the game and how much he's enjoying it and how much the audience is enjoying it. Lately he's been since we're coming close to the end of the GameCube event, he's been limiting it to GameCube games or picking the games himself. But he's also been going through I think because he got his event badge the other night, he's been back to the regular stuff. So he's been playing some Resident Evil 4, some Mario. He got Mario Power Tennis was his last one for the event badge, so GG's on that, getting the beat on that one. And he's almost got the badge for Ocarina of Time. I think Necro's going to have, like, this time next year, he's probably going to have all of the Zelda games under his belt. Because he's been working on so many of them. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll just give him Zelda games until he's done with them all. Sounds like Macho Man in the clip. Yeah, he's got a great he does some great impressions, whether it's Macho Man or Obama or I guess he does a text to speech for Obama and like Gilbert Gottfried or something like that. But very high energy streamer, really fun to watch, really fun to hang out. The only reason you haven't touched Ocarina of Time is because of the water temple. Hate that place. Yeah, that's it's got a certain reputation, that's for sure. Oh, you lost progress and you haven't been back to the Lufia games, Frosty? That's too bad. It really sucks when you lose progress on an RPG, especially if you've gone like fairly far into it. Alright, next up we got... Can't play Zelda long enough to get anywhere. Yeah, I would try, if I was going for a Zelda game, I'd try to do like at least one dungeon at a time, one temple at a time, or whatever. Yeah, at least one boss. If not, 2 or 3. If I'm having fun. Next we got Knocker. Knocker's a really skilled gamer at 2D platformers, at shoot 'em ups, a bunch of different things. He recently got the Batman game on PC Engine badged. This one's kind of like Bomberman. It's pretty unique. It's got an interesting... You're like going around, you're cleaning graffiti. So that's like one thing you do. But you're also like disarming bombs. It's interesting. It's unique. He's also been working on some Cotton 100% Martian Adventure on Super Nintendo. Marchen. Not Martian like Mars, but Martian like German fantasy. Marken? I don't know. But he's almost got that one badged. And he also recently got Mr. Nuts and Super GNG. So, huge GG's on those games, sir. One temple of time. Oh, instead of one temple at a time. If you guys want a hard badge, try Nightmare on Elm Street. That game is hell. I actually tried that one on Saiyans recommendation one time, and the delay on the punch, it just killed it for me immediately. It was like, ugh. Like, not only is the range really weird on it, but the delay is like, you hit the button and you have to wait like a half a second. And it's maybe not that bad. Maybe like a quarter second before it actually goes off. So you're like, I don't know, you have to like hit it before you line up your hit, and then I don't know, it's like built-in lag. And you already have some lag with emulators, so that might have been making it worse too, but it's like, man. If they have a set for Batman Returns on Lynx, you're so not ever doing that. I think they might have added one. I remember we were talking about one of the Lynx games a while back, a couple weeks back. The hitbox for flying enemies is BS. Oh yeah, hitboxes were pretty bad. Next up we got Graham. Graham has played, we played some Monster Hunter together. He plays a little bit of everything, and he's already, he's up in the top ranks of the site. He's number 11, so he's pushing.
Oh, I just saw that.
But he's been playing some Final Fantasy IV. He's been playing some Quackshot. He's been playing some Castlevania 3. That's one of my favorites. I guess he recently got Final Fantasy IV done on PSP, so the PSP one. So he's got working on the DS1 after getting the PSP one. And he got the Gargoyles Quest 2 on the NES. Gargoyles Quest 2. So GG's on all of those. Yeah, Final Fantasy IV is one of the classics. That's for sure. And then Navanos, Sark. Navanos is another really, really highly skilled player. He got, he recently, I was watching him get Mr. Bones done in like one session. Or maybe it's just the second disc. But he got some of the stuff that was taking Foxy and, well, who else I watched play it? It took Foxy a long time to get some of those levels, like, deathless. And Navanos just, like, walked right through, you know, like the ice cave, you know, it was like nothing. So GG's on that. That was amazing to watch. And then he got Shatterhand, which is an amazing game, and Tails Sky Patrol, which is the Sonic shoot 'em up. One of two at least. There might be more than that. And it looks like he did Sonic Adventure 2, probably for the achievement of the week, but because he hasn't badged it and he's moved on to a different game. But there's an achievement, or sorry, achievement. I think the achievement of the month is actually to get some keys or something in Sonic Adventure 2. And he went back to playing some Street Fighter Alpha. He's got quite a few of the Alpha badges, so here's yet another one he's working on PS2. Sometimes when you can't figure out an achievement, there's not really that many guides. Yeah, sometimes you can get a lot of help just asking around the community, looking for asking other people who have earned the achievement, because it's a pretty welcoming and friendly community overall. Try to help each other get achievements. I mean, we're a little competitive here and there, but I think overall we're rooting for each other to beat games and get badges for things. So if somebody hasn't already made a guide for something specifically, you can usually ask and get some help if anybody else has gotten the badge or gotten that particular achievement. If you're looking at a set that nobody has badged yet, you're kind of SOL. But a lot of those a lot of the different achievements that I've come across, at least in my own experience, there's usually information in them in the guides and walkthroughs on like GameFAQs and other places. There's an invincibility cheat for Batman Returns, but it's practically impossible to enter. Probably, if they were making an achievement set for it, they'd probably lock that out. So, like, if you put it in, it would disable the other achievements. Or at least if they know about it, anyway. Anyway, next up we got Sarconius, and we were talking about 7th Cross Evolution, because that was a new set this last week. He jumped right into that one. Prior to that, he got Trirush Derpy, or Trirush Deppy. Keep saying Derpy. Trirush Deppy, which is a really, really neat Saturn 2D platformer. The only downside is that you have to collect these stars. They're like, you get stars for bonus levels, but there's a whole like section of bonus stages and things where you have to do like a dragon punch or something to actually enter them. It's a little weird. It's a little weird and unintuitive, and you have to get all the stages to perfect all the stars. You have to get that in one run, because there's no there doesn't seem to be a save option in the game that I saw. So it seems like you'd have to go through it in one run and get all the stages. And there's no level select either. So you're like, yeah. Anyway, that was tough. And then the Pikmin challenge mode you did, was that last week you got that badge? I think it was last. Yeah, I think it was last week. That was the challenge mode on Pikmin. It's pretty tough, especially if you're not like lining up with the guide with a YouTube video or something. Like, they kind of make it easy, but there's a lot of RNG that goes into that. When you first joined RA, there was a certain game I liked that didn't have a set, but later on it finally got one and didn't find out until you loaded the game. You were happy. Yeah, you can request sets sometimes, and you can add to your wanted playlist, but those are, I don't know how long the request set's been around, but the wanted playlist is relatively a new option, I think. And I don't know, I don't get like emails about want to play. I do get emails when I request a set and the set comes out with or the game gets a set. I did get an email like when Etrian Odyssey got a set. So that was cool. But yeah, if it's just on my want to playlist, I don't get an email. Shadow Blasters? It's on Sega. Ah. Shadow Blasters, huh? Dun, dun, dun. 2D platformer. That's some interesting box art. You wearing like a toga? Or maybe it's just like really ripped up hoodie or something. Clear rounds without dying. Let's take a look at this one. Shadow Blasters. Genesis gameplay. Still waiting for Gacha Force. That's surprising. Gacha Force, like, that's a battle of the planets. You think that would be fairly popular? Get a set eventually. Mostly get power-ups and bosses damageless. Yeah. Let's just get to the game. Okay, so this is one where you have kind of continually respawning left and right enemies. I will say that's like one of my least favorite mechanics, and it's there's a lot of 2D platformers from like way back in the arcade that had that, and a lot of the NES versions have it too, like Rygar. It looks cool. Got some good tunes. Oh, okay. So you have like different characters you can swap between and level their weapons up separately, kind of like G.I. Joe. That's neat. Been claimed, but months with no progress. Oh, for Gotcha Force. Hmm. Well, anyway, that one looks pretty cool. Has some good music to it too. Where were we? I think I lost my follow list. I think we got to the top though. I think was it Sark was on top? Or let's see, we went go weekly and last week. Or no, Bo was on top. We didn't talk about Bo. Bo's been killing it. He's gotten several weeks now with 1,500 plus points, and he got over 2,500 this last time. I think the one before he got like over 3,000. So he's really been kicking butt on earning points. He's been working on Minish Cap, Legend of Zelda Minish Cap on GBA. Almost badged 007 Nightfire. Dang, that's a new set too. Been playing some Katamari Damacy on PS2. And then working on the Negative World set for what is that? Super E. World E? I think that's probably a glitch set for Super Mario Bros. 3. Subset for GoldenEye 007, he booted up. But he was going on kind of a Atari rampage there. Atari and arcade rampage for a bit. Getting a lot of badges. You got Air Raid, I think. Yeah, Air Raid. Asteroids. Anyways, but that's it for this week's community highlights. I've been going for about 2.5 hours. Alright, we're still pretty good. Alright, we need to get more progress on Lost Kingdoms. So let's swap over to that. Back to our dolphin. Where's dolphin? There we go. Pop over here. And pop this up. Make sure our controller's still working. Looks like that's a no. It might start working if we boot up a game, maybe. It's working earlier. So many memories with 007. Yeah, a lot of folks were talking about Nightfire and GoldenEye. I was talking about some of my memories with GoldenEye when we were talking about that set coming out. Yeah, my controller's not it's not recognizing it for some reason. Yeah. Hold on one sec, guys. We will close this down. And boot it back up. Usually that fixes the controller. Why is it not recognizing it now? I think because I opened up RetroArch on top of other things. That's probably what did it. Okay. Well. Okay, we're having controller issues. Give me just a moment here to I don't know, maybe try to disconnect the controller and reconnect it. Try connecting my device again. What does this one click? Maybe this one. Oh hey Cosmic, welcome in. Playing Age of Empires 2. Got some good games this week. We got hopefully that'll work now. I'm trying to get my controller to work right now. Sorry. Seeing if that fixes things. Set up and ready to go, it says. I'm gonna close down one more time and try to pop it back open. But yeah, we got the Incredible Hulk, Ultimate Destruction. We got we got the Shrek Live in Large, or Shrek at Large, or whatever. We got what else we got? We got a PC-88 game. That was a puzzle game. That was kind of interesting. Okay, please work now. Please see my controller. Why you not see my controller? Oh man. I think I screwed it up by playing with my Ari Quasi. Dang it. It's working. It was working earlier, I swear. Yeah, it's not recognizing the controller at all. Should have it set. Alright, well, I'm gonna just reboot my computer and try to get this working. We'll raid out for now. Because I really gotta get this badge done for the event. Big green guys this week then. Oh yeah, Shrek and Hulk. Yeah, let me bring back up our review real quick. Let's go back to that screen. Yeah, we got Scarface. We got Millipede, another Millipede. This one's on the arcade. So we had the Atari one a while back, and now we got that one. There's another evolution type game, kind of an RPG where you on Dreamcast. This one's on Dreamcast, where you like get you equip different animal parts to your like head and chest and legs and arms. You can like be walking around as a cat, lizard, deer man. I don't know. Sark was already digging into this one. It's pretty unique. A little bit jank, but then we got Scarface on PS2. Got a set. Oh, a Mappy game, Hopping Mappy. It's not really a maze chase game. It's like you have this you're on this like isometric screen and you're hopping around on a pogo stick and you're just trying to clear out all the statues and stuff, get points for them without getting hit by the cats, by enemy cats. There's a lot of achievements where they want you to go through without going back. So just go, right only, essentially. 007 Nightfire. A lot of folks were excited for that one. There's a Super Smash Brothers style Zash Bell game that got a set, so that makes for 3 of these. And Hero Quest, which is a board game on the Amstrad CPC that looked pretty interesting. Yep, that about covers it. The ones that were really interesting. Anyway, like I said, I'm having some issues, controller issues, so I'm gonna raid out and then reboot. Detective one? Oh yeah, there's a Touch Detective one too. Really cool art style. Like all the characters look like they have this like soulless eyes looking at you, so that's a little bit what's the word? Not repulsive exactly, but it does kind of push me away from wanting to play it a little bit. But other than that, it's got this kind of like dark noir style to it, very unique. It's a point and click adventure. I'll probably give this one a shot at some point. It's pretty interesting. But it's kind of a visual novel / adventure game. You're picking up a lot of items, using them with other items, taking them to different spots, fetch questing, and then talking to people, figuring out the clues to murders and things like that. Anyways. Let's find a raid target. So we got Pookums. Yoshi's still going. Let's give Yoshi a raid. I haven't raided Yoshi in a while. Throw him a raid. And he raided me the other night, so gotta get payback. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming out, and sorry we didn't get the last segment of the show, but like I said, controller issues. I will probably be back on just streaming on Discord or something, trying to get through the rest of Lost Kingdoms. Yeah, I won't waste all your guys' time while I figure that out. Anyway, have a wonderful night, everybody. God bless. Stay safe. Have a good one. All right. And for those watching on YouTube, thanks for sticking around. Have yourselves a